Hello and welcome to Between the Studs. My name's Lonnie Norris and this is my colleague, Jody Gregory. We've been working together now, Joe, how many years?
A decade.
About a decade. That's 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 10 years. And we're custom builders. We serve northern Indiana, parts of southern Michigan, and also northwest Ohio.
And every week we're very thankful that they invite us into their living room and watch our show. Hopefully they learn a little bit about features, trends, design ideas, energy efficiency, things that are happening in the new construction world.
Right, there's all kinds of things that we love to cover, and today's going to be a little bit different. We're out here at the Forest of Foxwood, or in the Forest of Foxwood,
True.
At a exceptional home that we're really excited about. It was our Parade of Homes.
It was our Parade of Homes. It was voted #1, and it was also voted #1 by People's Choice. We were very, very proud of that award there. Why don't you tell them, how do you get to Forest at Foxwood?
Yeah, we're out here on Wheelock Road. If you look for the Foxwood sign, come in the entrance, which is basically about a quarter of a mile north of 469. Come in the main entrance, just go straight back through Foxwood to the Forest of Foxwood, and then continue down the street about 5 doors, and you'll find our home. We refer to it as Lot 87, Forest of Foxwood.
The address is here on the screen if you need to Google that up. But we're open every Sunday from 1 to 4 if you'd like to come in and visit this. We'd also like to set up a personal appointment with you and come in and talk to you personally about it. There's so many features of this home. It'd probably take Lonnie and I, 30 days to talk about it all?
A lot of people have referred to this home, and there's so many features and benefits. I mean, 3 or 4 minutes in a home just doesn't do it justice. We want you to come in. We could spend 30 days here, couldn't we, Joe?
Absolutely, Lonnie. So we're going to spend 30 minutes with you today. We're going to highlight some of these features, hopefully wet your whistle enough, and have you come on in and visit us here. So, shall we get it rolling?
And by the way, this house is for sale.
Yeah, let's sell this thing too.
Hey Joe, before we go inside, let's talk a little bit about the outside of this incredible home. I know, for example, that the landscaper did receive the #1 award in this year's parade.
Exactly, he did a great job on this. But take a look at the brick on the front of that home. Look at the feather-edged double row of brick around the garage door and around the windows. Beautiful. Feathered means it sticks out a little bit, gives you a little bit of a shadow line.
One thing you'll notice here is the driveway. We did what we call the curb cut. We cut that curb out, which allows you to get in to your garage and onto the driveway without that big bump. About $500 to do that.
That's a smart 500 right there.
It really is. And then also, parts of the driveway has been accented with stamping, stamped concrete, a beautiful accent, probably about $1,000 or plus or minus to do that on this house.
It's a great look, that stamped concrete. Normally I'm opening somebody's door and I'm getting on, I'm
You're right.
stamping their
It
grass.
gives you a little extra space that you oftentimes need when you get out of your car sitting on the driveway.
And it frames it nice too.
Also, the decorators call this European transitional. There's a lot of different appointments on the outside of this house that make up that style of home, including, for example,
yeah, like the coin corners around that feathered edge brick that I was
those
talking
baseball
about.
diamonds. They cost about $50 a piece.
Exactly. Take a look at that metal roof above the front porch.
Just a lot of neat things. Come on out. We're going to go on inside. We want to show you this house room to room.
It's going to be exciting. Come on in.
Let's go.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome
hello,
to the
hello.
house. How you doing?
Hello. We're good. We're
I'm
good.
Jennifer Ford. I was the designer on this project and I can't wait to show you guys all around.
Great. And as I understand it, Jenny, you work for Choice Designs, a very important entity in Granite Ridge.
Absolutely. We do the staging of all of your spec and model homes, which is about 60 homes a year. That's incredible. We have a full-time moving facility just to make sure that all of your homes are beautiful, they're staged, and they're perfect.
And I wish you could hear the compliments when we're standing in those homes on a Sunday,
beautiful.
what people have to say about those.
We love hearing it. We have a lot of practice. We are a full-time interior design firm. We do remodels, staging. We also have a lot of facilities to do window treatments and art projects
And
as well.
flooring.
And
Yeah,
flooring.
all kinds
yeah.
of things.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're right.
Very good. Well, let's get started. We're really close to the great room here, Jenny, and that fireplace keeps catching my eye.
Let's go over there.
Cool, let's go there.
All right, guys, so here is the beautiful fireplace. And we were so excited to work on this project with you guys because Granite Ridge Builders always wants to push the limit. And that's fun as a designer to be able to work with you guys on that. So on this project, what we did was put a subway tile insert on here. You've seen this in bathrooms, you've seen it in kitchens. I promise you, you haven't seen it on a
First
fireplace.
time for me.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And we did it a very large frame on this. It's almost 10 feet wide. We wanted this to be the focal point of this area.
That makes great sense, Jenny. A couple other focal points on this. That firebox is 42 inches wide, where most folks put in a 36-inch wide firebox. I love the looks of the 42. Plus, that's an 82% efficient fireplace. Has a solid glass door in the front.
Fireplace?
Gas fireplace. Thank you, Lonnie. It's direct vented outdoors, so it keeps the air inside the house healthy and fresh. And in case there's no power, you can still light that thing, keep yourself a little bit warm in the wintertime.
And also the interesting thing about this particular fireplace, not counting the subway tile facing, it's only about a $2,400-$2,500 fireplace.
True.
Very, very reasonably priced. Also, it's got a very unique hearth. What are we looking at here? I don't think I've ever seen this.
Yeah,
Jenny?
so this is granite. Again, we're making that transition from your kitchen into your living room because we know that there's so many open floor plans. We really want to have the same look and feel that's going on in your kitchen in here. So we put a granite hearth all the way down
Beautiful.
that
It's
span
really
the
unique
yeah.
and very neat.
It's very
And then I
cool.
noticed on this incredible mantle, this work of art.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people are opting out of going for the televisions and going for that, you know, wonderful piece of artwork that they got from a local artist or something that they got on vacation. This one actually is from New York City, and we call it mixed media because you can see it's not just a straight painting. They used wood, they used paint, you know, a few other materials, and so that's called mixed media.
And what is it a picture of?
It's a picture of New York City.
Is it upside down?
Well, it could be,
maybe
but this one, no.
Jenny, let's go talk about the window blinds over there.
Perfect.
There's something that catches my eye directly right now. First thing I notice about these blinds is there's no cord. I think I like it because, you know, kids get tangled up in that, cats get tangled up in it, but how do we work those? Like, you figured it out already?
I did.
No, you are exactly right. It is very, very important to be able to have the proper window treatments. These are some of the most important. We've got the cordless. See how easy that
Wow.
goes up? And we're looking here at one of the most beautiful views
Incredible.
in all of
Douglas
I was
Foxwoods.
going to bring that up. With a view like that, why do I even have these things up there?
Well, it's funny you mention it. There are a few reasons. First of all, the sun comes in, it's beating down. You really want to protect your furniture, your flooring, rugs, things like that from any kind of sun damage or fading. The number two reason that you're going to do that is you're going to protect a little bit of the heat and cool. So that summertime when the sun comes beating in, you know, you're going to want some window treatments.
Well, that makes sense because that direction's dead south in this house here.
Exactly. We needed them.
And I know also there's a misunderstanding about blinds. A lot of people think, oh, you're going to spend thousands of dollars, but I know that at Choice Designs for a few $100s up to whatever you want to spend, you can put window treatments in your home.
You are absolutely right. And again, it's very important. We hear from Granite Ridge Builders clients all the time. They don't think about it until after they've moved in. All of a sudden, they're running around their bedroom. They don't have any blinds.
Well, you're right. And another reason that we need blinds on these windows, if he's running around in his skivvies, we got to protect the neighbors.
I
We need
agree with
protection.
you. Privacy is a big reason why you want to get window
But
treatments.
I've got no issue with it.
And by the way, we talked about sunrooms, and we are in a sunroom, and it's a very important room today, isn't it?
Oh, I tell you, it's extremely popular, Lonnie. I don't know how many homes we build every year that incorporate a sunroom. What I like about a sunroom is it actually gives you a second living area in the home. A lot of times that great room becomes a bit more of a formal area, if I could use that. This is a little bit less formal. Kick back, take your shoes off.
You're right. We call it a sunroom, but I would call it almost a flex room.
True.
The kids could be playing out there. It could be
Yep.
an office,
Yep.
a place to read. I need a lot of light. The older I get, the more light I need. I love the sunroom as a place
Yeah.
to read.
You need all the vitamin D you can get. So yeah,
gonna
this will be
work
great.
on that.
Let's head to the kitchen and see what the boys are doing.
Let's go do it.
Okay, does this back band go with this? This is fluted.
Maybe this one?
Well, we're on
We
our
could
way
put
to the
that
kitchen, but
together.
look what we found.
Tony and Luke, what are you guys,
guys.
playing with? Lincoln logs, building blocks? What y'all doing?
We got a box of trim here, and I want to take some time and talk about my favorite part in this house, and that's all this beautiful trim work around
It's
here.
got a lot of beautiful trim in it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to leave that up to you guys. We're going on to the kitchen, right, Joe?
I'm going in the refrigerator.
All right.
We'll catch up with you guys in a second.
We'll be by the refrigerator, not in the refrigerator.
Okay, Luke, why don't you tell us a little bit about the word trimscaping, maybe?
Well, one of the things that Granite Ridge has been trying to do is we've coined the term trimscaping, kind of like landscaping. And we put a real emphasis on trying to get this beautiful trim work, because there's hundreds of options, back into new homes today.
Yeah, basically what we're trying to do is we're actually going back into the Victorian era, when you saw a lot of that. And like you said, in the contemporary era, we had that clamshell.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
Well, let's tell our audience a little bit about some of the different things that we did here in this house with trimscaping. So what would you say was maybe one of the more interesting things that we did with the windows?
Well, yeah, you look at the windows here, and typically you have what's called a picture panel, where you have the same trim around all four sides of the window. Here, the bottom part of the window, we did what's called a stool and apron.
Okay.
So you can see that gives that a nice ledge, maybe for a cat to lay on, or an area to put your, awards.
Well, especially with 2x6 walls, that even gives a bigger ledge for that, which you see a lot. Again, remember back in the old Victorian era, that was true there too.
Right, and maybe some of our viewers knew that this was called a stool and apron, but I bet a lot of people didn't know that area right there where the stool hangs
little
over
protrusion?
Yep, that's called a horn.
Interesting, and you can make it a little bit bigger, but you got a lot of shadow lines in this.
Yeah, so you said shadow lines. What do you mean by shadow line?
Shadow lines is, again, taking a piece of trim, and all these different curves create a different type of shadow line. All right, first, let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about the ceilings in here, and then let's get into some of the other, maybe, crown molds.
Okay, yeah, so the ceiling right here, we have actually 2 different crown molds. One, we have a floating cornice crown.
Okay.
That's right above our head.
And that's in that box ceiling, so we can actually get lights in that also, can't we?
Right, and I said it's floating, so it's really only connected against the wall. It's actually not meeting the ceiling.
Okay, interesting. And then we have crown molding around that where the 2 walls and the ceiling meet, and that's called a cornice crown mold.
Correct. And you can do some special things with crown. You could do a 1-piece crown, which we have here, or you can build it up and do maybe a 2 or 3-piece crown where maybe you put this right up against, the ceiling, which creates more of those shadow lines and really builds it out. So why would you want to build that out more? What would that help with a room?
Actually, surprisingly, if you have an 8 or 9 foot ceiling, it makes it feel like a 9 or 10 foot ceiling by having that crown molding. It gives you that appearance. The room is going up even higher than what it appears to be.
Right, and you could do the same thing down on the floor too with maybe some baseboard. Typically we talked about that minimalistic where maybe it was just a 2-3 inch base. Now this is a 5-inch base here. At this house we did a 7-inch base. Does that help with how high the ceilings or big the room may feel?
Absolutely, the same thing. So surprisingly, the more trim, the bigger the ceilings look too. Okay, what kind of ceilings do we have in that sunroom that Lonnie and Joe were talking about?
We put a car siding ceiling in there, and we stained it up really, really gorgeous. It really makes that ceiling pop, and it sets really well with the sun coming through the windows.
People have to come out and see this. We actually term that boxcar siding ceilings, and you need to come out and take a look at it, and I think you'll understand what we mean. So let's play with some more siding, and let's go have those guys go into the kitchens, and they can work on cabinets. Now, we've got more of this in here. So I'm telling you, I think we could probably put this together with
Joe, get your nose out of there. There's nothing in there. Hey, what a beautiful kitchen. I love this kitchen.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen with David and Kayla, more of
Right.
our co-workers there. But the first thing that caught my attention was this granite. Jenny mentioned the granite hearth at the fireplace over there, matching granite here in the kitchen.
Very unique.
It is matching, just like you said. So we want to have some consistency between other areas of the house. So we did the granite here as well as the backsplash that is on the fireplace there too. So this is the Subway tile backsplash. It's a glass actually, and they have the brick pattern here and then a herringbone just to have a little bit of extra interest by the stove.
The other thing, we did a lot of different kind of unique things in this kitchen also, Kayla. One of the things we did was some extra pullouts right up here by the oven for your spice rack. We also have an extra cutting board that we've put in, as well as pull-out trash can that has a double trash can.
Those are great convenient features. We also have a few aesthetic features that really play into this kitchen. So you have 42-inch tall uppers, you have some glass with an X grid pattern, and you have the 2-piece crown. So it all plays into a huge part of this kitchen.
As far as appliances go, we have a cooktop in here. We also have in the cabinets, we have the microwave as well as the oven also over there in the cabinets. Now, as far as the cabinets in here, we've got some different colors going on. Tell me a little bit more about that, Kayla.
We do. So some people are a little concerned when you start to mix woods, but it can be a nice cohesive look. So we have an alder stained wood here with a little bit of a wear through and a glaze. So that glaze is this dark accent to really play off the features of the panel style. Then we also have the hickory wood with a wear through. So what they're going to do is they're going to paint it all black, and then they're going to sand the edges to get that natural color back.
They do it by hand?
They do it all by hand. So we have the rain surround, the island that way, the fireplace, and the car siding to make everything cohesive and tie together throughout the house.
It's interesting. You have stained wood, painted wood, and two different species of woods. So uniformity is not necessarily conformity.
Not necessarily. As long as you have your colors right and your overall style and try to use it in different parts of the house to tie it together, then you're all good. And just so everybody knows, for Granite Ridge's clients, we have a great special going on our granite tops. So come on out because our granite prices and styles right now are absolutely amazing. And you have so many choices for that.
And probably half our clients are picking the granite because of the bargain we have going on it.
They definitely are. And it's a great granite. It has a 15-year seal. I know that's the big concern with granite. You might have to upkeep it, but in our case, at least 15 years, you are all set to go.
The other thing that I would like to talk about is where we store some food in this house. One of the kind of extra features that we did is a smaller pantry that we can store some a little bit smaller items in. But what I really would like to show you also over here is our large pantry where we have really expanded this.
There's food in there, Dave?
You betcha
Let's
there's
go
food
take a
there.
look. Let's go take a look.
Walking into the pantry itself, the first thing we're going to notice is that it actually has a swinging door, which I think is pretty awesome. And as we come in, we notice how expansive this pantry is. One of the things about a lot of our Granite Ridge homes right now is that we are actually designing homes around the different and larger sizes of a pantry itself. And these are all adjustable shelves also, which makes this a very usable and a unique pantry in itself.
Joe, come on into my favorite room in the house here.
Wow, this is a laundry room, Kayla.
It is one nice laundry room. It's going to have absolutely anything that you could need. So first off, we have the entry from the garage, so nice convenient location.
Cool.
Great countertop space with some open baskets for laundry. We have our utility tub, a front load washer and dryer built up here, which is a great economical way to do some pedestals here.
I like that. It's ergonomic and economical.
Exactly, there you go. We have some great locker features here, a nice archway, really sets off the laundry room, and a huge closet to store absolutely anything that you don't want to see.
Wow, a double door closet in the laundry room with the lockers. This is just a great setup.
One of my favorites.
Very good. Your room, I'm headed to the next one.
All right.
Thanks, Kayla.
You know, Jake, as beautiful as this house is, it's wonderful to get outside and enjoy, I would call it outdoor living, which is very, very popular these days. Tell us a little bit about outdoor living, some of the things people are looking for today outside the home.
Thanks, Lonnie. The outdoor living right now is huge. Some of the biggest trends that we're seeing right now are the stamped concrete. For example, this stamped concrete right here runs you probably somewhere around $15 a square foot.
So a 10 by 10, $1,500, maybe
Something
starts
like
in that range. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And unlike a deck or unlike other different surfaces, this is no maintenance. So you're never going to have to sand this or paint this.
Do you have
come
to
out
sweep
and stain
it?
it. Once in a while, maybe.
Okay, well, that's
Come
still
out and
considered
sweep it
pretty
once
low
in a while.
maintenance.
Also, these outdoor fireplaces and fire
cool.
pits.
Yeah.
So we have some of these fire pits that start maybe $500 to $1,000, or maybe you want to do something like this, an actual wood-burning fireplace, where you might go north of $5,000.
Yeah, and as I understand it, you could do wood, or you could even run a gas line to some of these outdoor
done that.
fireplaces and pits, and that would make it very, very convenient and great. Yeah. And we mentioned that this house won several awards with respect to landscaping. This is beautiful, and this kind of comes up and wraps around to this outdoor deck.
And this is a vinyl composite deck. So basically, once again, just like the stamped concrete, it's going to be no maintenance. So you're not going to have to worry about sanding or painting that deck. Also, the covered pergola.
That's
Everyone
beautiful.
seems to really like the covered pergola.
And what are we talking about with respect to the deck?
For something like that, you might do about $30 a square foot, roughly.
As an average? Okay. And then also pavilions. We're literally, I would call them covered porches or even pavilions. We're attaching to some of the homes these days.
They've grown to the size and they're grand enough that some of them we're actually calling pavilions, and that is also hugely popular right now.
And then sometimes we're taking the porches and we're screening them. We've got an Easy Breeze product that's actually a vinyl winded that's very durable and meets a lot of people's needs. Just a lot of things that we can do with respect to decks and porches that are very popular today.
All kinds of options to come in, and we have these things in the showroom. We have this house here and other homes in the area here to show you. So come on out and take a look at these. I think you'll be impressed.
Yeah, I think Granite Ridge probably right now has at least 10 or 15 different applications in our model homes and in our spec homes. So come take a look at one of these beautiful homes and outdoor living.
Jenny, I know how our decorators work. They always have a theme.
What's the theme of this basement?
So the theme of this basement, which by the way, won Best Basement at the Parade of Homes this
I
year.
can see why. This is killer. Yeah.
This is a steampunk basement.
Steampunk.
That's right. It is the newest trend that's hitting the nation, and we incorporated it into interior design. So what that means is there's a throwback to the Victorian era. Everyone's saying, you know, everything's too digital, it's too technical. Let's go back to when we were making things. So machines, machinery, you know, anything that you can touch and feel and see the gears and the cogs. We even have some amazing artwork down here that is done in that steampunk theme.
You do have some interesting things down here, like this bomb. What's this? What is this thing?
Okay, so that is a bar that is also a replica of a 1937 German bomb testing unit. But inside, inside you can keep all of your wines, your glassware, and you know, it goes in perfectly with, you know, everybody's dream for what a basement really should be. The extra kitchen, the game room, the TV room, but that's a statement piece.
And we do have another room down here, a bedroom, could be a den. We're using it as a den. Is it themed likewise over there to match?
Absolutely it is. So we did that in that Victorian gentleman explorer's sort of office. So in there you'll find a lot of curiosities. The desk is actually a steam trunk. So again, that throwback is so much fun. It's really interesting. There are tons of talking points in here. We had a lot of fun doing this basement.
Love the way you girls think. Even all this brick down here, and I've never seen brick laid like this. This took an artist to do this kind of work.
Oh, absolutely. And we do have artists on staff who do a lot of our faux work. But again, keeping with that theme, we liked that, you know, wine grotto sort of thing that you would have seen back then. You know, we also have so many other interesting features down here in that steampunk style that you may not necessarily notice, like the lights. So all of them have that kind of industrial look. It's very tactical, and it's just different than anything you're gonna see out there.
This is a great basement, especially with all this daylight here. It does not feel like I'm in a basement. The way this thing's decorated to the nines, I don't know why anybody'd actually leave this basement.
Exactly. We heard a lot of that. Everybody was asking when they get to move in. So this is one of the hottest houses, and the reason is the basement.
You girls do a great job here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
$99, $100, $101.
What are you doing, brother?
Hey, Joe. I'm just getting my flex on in the flex room, you know.
I can feel it.
Just trying to stay in shape.
Yeah. Flex room. What's that mean?
A flex room is a room that is used for more than one purpose. So with this kind of a room, we're going to, we've got workout equipment in here, for example. Another great part of a flex room for us is we've got a pocket desk here.
How do you get that in your pocket?
Well, I don't think it will actually fit in my pocket, but it's miniature compared to what a normal desk might be.
Got it.
So a pocket desk is something that we've done an awful lot right now. We've done them for like around a kitchen corner. We've done them under a stairwell or in the flex room. But this pocket desk is becoming very popular. You'll see we've got USB ports there too, so you can hook up your wireless equipment to it.
It's about a $40 outlet.
Exactly, about $40. We can take care of something like that for you. They're becoming more and more popular.
That makes sense. I wouldn't have to use those little adapter things and reduce down.
It makes it easier, and you can charge more than one item there. And then the thing that makes this flex room probably, well, the most popular part of it is actually we have a Murphy bed in our built-ins here. So we've got not only our built-in shelving here, but we've actually got a built-in Murphy bed. Here you go, help me out and we'll take it down here.
Let me get the toys.
So it goes from a workout area to a guest bed.
So if you work out so hard, you can just collapse right here?
I think you probably could.
Yeah.
And again, we've got our pillows here just stashed away just off to the
look at
side.
that.
Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and put it together here.
Yeah. Don't let my wife see me doing this. I'll get another job at the house. Yeah.
You do it once and then you'll do it forever. But you've got all these pillows here and you can throw it together and you're ready for your guests when they arrive. So a flex room is usable for something else the majority of the time, and then an occasion that you need an extra guest room, you've got it ready to go.
This is a great guest room. That's a killer walk-in closet over there.
Yes, the walk-in closet's amazing.
And the doorway this way leads to a full bath.
Every bedroom in this house has a full bathroom attached to it.
Wow. No waiting.
Yeah. So it really does make it one of our most popular houses right now for show. And our open houses, again, are Sunday from 1 to 4.
Yep. This particular room has a great expanse of windows overlooking this view. I know we keep bringing up this view, but this is the view.
And this is exactly why we do the walking lots that we do for people. Because if we know the view that you're going to have on a particular lot, we can make sure those windows are going to accent that view for you.
Nailed it here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Iz. Kayla, I know we talk a lot about master bedrooms all the time. Seems like we forget about the kids. This house didn't forget about the kids.
We definitely didn't. We wanted to have some fun themes, especially it being a parade home. So in this room here, we focused it more on the boys' room. So we have a nice fun color, a nice surf and turf kind of a theme. The big thing that has been so popular are each bedroom having its own bath. So this one here, its own bathroom and a huge walk-in closet. And we spice it up a little bit with a nice mosaic around the mirror.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so let's go take it the other bedroom.
Let's take a walk.
All right.
Well, hey, slow down right here, Kayla. Couldn't help notice when we came up this 4-foot wide stairway. I like to call that a family stairway. That's generous. That's nice.
It is so much nicer. It's great to get furniture up and you're not going into a really dark tunnel.
Yeah, it looks great, Kayla. Good
Thanks.
thinking.
We're coming into the girls' room. We didn't forget about the girls.
Wow.
The ultimate girls' retreat.
This is quite the little girls' room.
It is. We wanted to have a lot of fun, really expand the imagination of what you can do in a girls' room.
Tell me about this color. This is really interesting.
This color, we were actually really excited because we chose this color before we really knew that Sherwin-Williams picked this color for their 2015 Color of the Year.
And you picked it in?
We picked in 2014, so we are a trendsetter this year. So we had a lot of fun. We did a nice wallpaper, and only on one wall, not too overwhelming, but just to have a little bit of fun. And again, don't forget an attached bathroom with walk-in closet, nice framed mirror. It's perfect upstairs level.
It is. She has her own bathroom. He has her own bathroom. I noticed they both have double windows. No argument over light.
No argument, and we have a great cozy little area for reading or iPad watching or whatever you want to do.
This is a great window seat.
Well, thank you.
Nice job with this house.
Thank you
Okay,
much.
Appreciate it. So TD, we're standing in the master bedroom. We talk a lot about master bedrooms when we're designing people's houses, but this one's over the top.
You know, it's the one thing about being a custom builder is we can move walls. We can have a lot of fun with it. And the master bedroom is one that we just seems to be expanding it and making it more luxurious, including this one with a double box tray.
Beautiful.
Floating crown molding, lights underneath it all. And another thing that we did with this house, which was very fun to do, is we did their own parents' deck. We've got a triple sliding door that goes out on their own private retreat out there. So you can have your morning coffee. You can go out there after work and have your glass of wine and watch the sunset in there.
Beautiful.
Plus, look behind us.
What is that, Tony? I've never seen that.
That is a stacked stone. It's a travertine. It's a natural travertine. It runs about $10 a square foot for that.
Wow.
So when you walk into this master bedroom, I mean, you just feel comfortable, and you haven't even seen some of the best part of the master bedroom.
There's so many focal points in here already.
There's so much, but if you just open up that pocket door that goes into the bathroom itself, we have all marble floors.
Wow.
We have a 10-foot shower. It's almost like a car wash because you can walk in through either side of it. There's even a heated towel rack in there. Have you ever had a towel right out of the dryer when you get out of the shower? Yeah. You can have that every day here. Wow. Inside that master bath as well, we have maple cabinets. They have their own towel rack set up into them. It even has its own little private stool area that you can get all the privacy you need. And then you walk into that master closet. Wow. And that master closet has some beautiful transom windows in there, lots of natural light, but yet private for you as well. So this master bedroom just has a little bit of everything for everyone.
I don't know. I thought the basement was my favorite room. This master bedroom might be my favorite room. I'm having a hard time picking out a favorite room in this house.
I'll tell you what, you can move into the basement. I'll move into the master bedroom. Right. Everyone can be happy. You have your living area. I've got my outdoor private deck. Yep. Everything's good in the world.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right.
Thanks, Don.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. This has been fun, and I just remind you, we are out at 87 Forest of Foxwood at our parade home that won many awards this past year. You know, behind any successful building company is a successful sales team, and we are proud of ours. I would like to introduce some of our members to you. Meet Tony Depker. Meet Jody Greger, who happens to be a little older than me. Dave Thiem, Jake Whitaker, and Izzy Rodriguez. They are willing, ready, and able anytime, any day to show you one of our homes and to be helpful to you as you plan and dream about your new home.
Right, Lonnie, and we'd like to re-invite you back to this model home at Forest at Foxwood. It's open every Sunday from 1 to 4, but Tony Reinke has in excess of 50 model homes that are accessible for viewing. Many of us are in them every Sunday from 1 to 4. We're happy to make special appointments and do a one-on-one with you that fits your schedule and your time. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, give us a call, visit the website, or even better yet, just come on in the front door. We'd like to meet you and discuss your dreams. Thanks for sharing your time and watching our show. We appreciate it.
All right, Joe, say that again about the what we do.
How do you do that?
Who's on first?
Wait, say it again. How we do.
Who, what, when, and where?
When do we do this again?